Jeskai Leyline Binding. So Jerry Thompson was hyping up a lot of Leyline Binding stuff. So we're gonna try out Leyline Binding in Jeskai. We have the Zagoth Triome to support our Jeskai mana base. As this adds green and black, which is the two missing colors from Jeskai. So this one Triome alone allows you to cast Leyline Binding with, I guess you need 3 lands technically if you want to have it cheap. Because you could go Zagoth Triome into Sacred Foundry, and then you have Domain, but you can't cast Counterspell with that. So if you want to cast Counterspell on turn 2, then you have to go like Triome into Hollowed Fountain, into Steam Vents, and then you can cast Leyline Binding. It's a little funky how the mana ends up working out. Probably fine though, so we'll give it a shot. Other than that, it seems like it's just standard Jeskai. Nothing too crazy here. 4 tunes, 4 galves, couple spell snares, 4 counterspells, 2 force negations, 1 Tev, 3 flage, 4 rings, of course, only 1 subtlety, the 4 bindings, 3 rats, 1 Lorien, and 2 solitudes. I'm not a big fan of solitude. I'll see how it plays out, but I think solitude is lackluster for sure right now. Yeah, this build doesn't have a ton of pitch spells, unlike Javier's list, which had like 4 subtlety, 4 force negation. This one has the 2 solitudes, 1 subtlety, and 2 force negations. We'll see if like playing the less pitch spells is better, or if you play more pitch spells. For the mana base, it's got the 1-1 split of Monumental Henge and Arena of Glory. And then you have the 1 Elegant Parlor, 2 copies of Mystic Gate in here, because so you can filter your Sacred Foundry into Mystic Gate and still cast Counterspell. And then you got the 1 Thundering Falls, and I believe there's 1 Blue-White Surveil, or no? Looks like no Blue-White Surveil. That's interesting. We'll see if that comes back to bite us at all. I think I'd be interested in 1 Blue-White Surveil. For the sideboard, we got 1 copy of Celestial Purge, 2 copies of March of Otherworldly Light, 1 Wrath of the Skies. So Purge for mono black, March is, I guess, just a generically good removal spell. Extra Wrath for the matchups with rats, good like Boros. 3 Consigns for the big mana decks, as well as the Charmaws. 1 copy of Force Negation to go with the 2 in the main deck for probably 1 ring decks. Extra Subtlety. Extra Teferi for Cascade. 1 Soul Guide Lantern for Goryo's, and then 2 copies of Damping Sphere to have further big mana hate. Interesting to see no invert polarity in the 75. I am a big fan of invert polarity, so we'll see. 5 lander. Alright, we'll keep it. Last team playing Bant Nadu. Bro. I'm gonna be so upset if this is Nadu. Here I go getting upset. Oh. Have some respect. Look, I'm not gonna fault you for playing Nadu. I'm just gonna bully you a little bit. Back fetch, please. Let's get Elegant Parlor. No more lands. I said no more lands, deck, please. Work with me. I guess we're getting Thundering Falls here. Problem is I don't have double white if I get Thundering Falls, though. Bristly Billiam. Goodbye, Billiam. This is where I get Meticulous Archive. If I had one. Alright, I'm gonna bin it. I don't have double white. Alright, that's an immediate change I would make. Put the blue-white Surveil land in here. It's perfect mana. I don't think you need 2 Steam Vents. And and Thundering Falls. Seems a little excessive. All right. Oh, what just happened? What is this? Okay, I don't know what that was. Browser jump scare, I guess. I guess I misclicked above MTGO. I clicked on my browser and I made it full screen. Is that what happened? I have no idea. Surveils delighted halfling into the graveyard. Yay, summoner's pack for Nadu. What if I had counterspell? I don't. I have 2 lands, but what if I had counterspell? I have 6. Think they have Springheart and Antuco? Or Chord for Springheart and Antuco? Nadu. Should I grab my blanket chat? The doobs. We gotta talk about the mana base. 1 Mystical Archive. I need the blue-white surveil. You gotta get that blue-white surveil. Halfling. Plays halfling. Shocks down to 8. Shocks down to 6. Alright, opponent, you best kill me. Now you're good to dupes. Just so you know, blue-white surveil, probably mandatory over one of the Steam events. I don't know if you can play it. Yeah, I mean, maybe over the Steam events. They're playing Sacred Foundry. So you have 1 Hallowed Fountain, 1 Steam Vents, 1 Sacred Foundry, 1 of each Surveil land. That's probably fine. Or you can cut a Mystic Gate. I would cut a Mystic Gate. Just play 1. What am I doing? Why am I not conceding? I don't have to sit here. It's not a challenge. I don't have to wait for them to do their non-deterministic stuff. I'm going to exercise my rule 104.3a. Emotional damage. This March is pretty good in this matchup. I'd waste their time. Need 2 filters because you're playing the Triumph that doesn't help for Flage. Yeah, I could see it. I think you definitely want to sneak in the Meticulous Archives, though. Yo, Resident Madman, take her the 13 months. Colon D. Smile. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Maybe you can get away with 9 fetches, but I think you want to be fetch heavier if you're playing, like, Binding, because you have to have a specific sequence. I don't know. Let's finish up this league, and then we'll talk about it. Bonus is safekeeping. White. Sun cleanser, huh? No. Put that away. Have some decency. That sounds good, the dubs. Think they have Bowmaster? Probably, right? And this is where I would get my blue-white surveil. If I had one. I guess I can get Elegant Parlor. That's why we have 2 filter lands. I have no blue mana over there. Endurances themselves, because they want to put the Sun Cleanser back in the deck. Angry Skies. Are they gonna make a copy of Endurance? No. No Endurance copy tells me they're probably holding a Bowmaster. I'd have to Angry Skies anyways. If I Flage, they're just gonna make a copy of Endurance. Master. Luckily I can Flage that. Red. Blue, white. Your move, opponent. Yep. Ouch. Mm-hmm. Take 4, 5. What is this ugly Sacred Foundry? Yeah, gross. I don't know why I have this in my collection. Alright, Flage. Come on down, buddy. I guess I'm not repping Leyline Binding this way. And I could be. But it's fine. Suboptimal tapping never hurt anybody. Except for all the times it's hurt somebody. Scoop. They didn't even have blue mana that entire game. All my homies hate Nadu. I guess I could try it. It's a little land heavy. Should Bowman be banned? No. That's the only thing keeping the One Ring in check. This is a donation deck. I didn't make this list. I think Brainsurge is pretty sweet. Should Ring be banned? If we're gonna ban Bowmaster, then yes. I'm gonna go take Billiam, I think. Mirabilium. I must have words with you. Static Discharge. I can hit the Shuko if they cast Nadu. I think I want to shock this in and pass. I will take 2. How is Nadu's mana so bad? That kind of baffles me every time I see it. Not bad. By Sylvan Safekeeper. Tomorrow, Timmy. That's the day for Lantern. Well, at least it's not Nadu. You need a second white source here, though. Meticulous Archives time, right? Wrong. Tapped Hollow Fountain. Counterspell. It's Rainwave. It's a video game music radio station. Plains. Red, red, white, white, white. Blue, blue, blue. And plains is probably fine. Yeah, I need the third Survey land in here pretty badly. What's up, Golden? Energy Sweeper. Energy Sweeper. Come on, Energy Sweeper. Subtlety, that's not bad. Hit Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring. What's up, David? I don't want to get rid of the Shuko. Huh? The dupes? $5. No, you're good, the dupes. All good. Thank you, though. Thank you, thank you. You're totally fine. But I tend to make things more dramatic than they actually are. Called creating content or something like that. I think it's pass. Balana out here jamming Nadu in leagues. SMH. Please don't Nadu me. Thanks in advance. I'm judging you. I judge all of you constantly. How much money to not be judged? Oh, there's no price to not being judged. Judgment Day. It's here. Like, kind of want to kill the Springheart Nantuko, but then they can just, like, turn on Shifting Woodland at that point. Only one ring. Chat, don't panic, but I think I think there might be more than one ring. Oh no. The 2 ring and the 3 ring and the 4 ring. Bin's nightmare, huh? Scoops. We don't want to pay for magistrate. Yeah, magistrate seems way better, right? Spellsting is really good against Boros and Mardu. It is a little bit narrow though. It's also good against Blue-Black Frog Tide. I don't know, it has its uses. I'm not a spell snare hater. I'm a solitude hater though. It's not too bad in the mirror either, which is what I think we're playing right now. Yeah, you're already pretty good against Boros and Mardu, that's fair. True and fair and based. The mirror. Oh no, they have meticulous archives, it's not the mirror. Boros laughs at magistrate. I mean, you wouldn't bring in the magistrate against Boros, right? I don't think High Noon's good against Boros either. You don't really care if Boros multi-spells, you just need to be able to get a sweeper for Boros. The decks you want a card like High Noon Magistrate against are like Storm and Living End and pretty much those two. Jams the One Ring. I was binding this. Would they jam the One Ring unless they had another one? Because if they don't activate it, then I can't binding it. I should probably just counter it, untap, and play my own ring. It might have... I guess they probably have Force Negation if they're doing that. You got Force? Seems like they also have binding. Vintage Cube live update due to high demand. We expect to close the feeder league to new entries before the weekend's ends. Once closed, new drafts begin. The players already drafted can complete their course by Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We will send another alert when we're ready to close. No! I'm in shambles. I wasn't done feeding the leagues. I only got one entry ticket to the 64 man. Despair. That's so sad. Really? They're already giving out, so they could give out up to 4,096 trophies. Are there already 4,096 trophies being given out? That's crazy. People out here just grinding cube, I guess. No, you're closing something I didn't play. That's all Caleb. How many did Caleb get? Probably like 2 or 3, right? I guess I go check the leaderboard. Third survey land is what I would get here. If I had one. I would have kept the counterspell on top anyways. I think if they play a Flage, I'm just going to Solitude it before it goes to the graveyard. I'm going to check the leaderboards. How many does Caleb have? I'm in the middle of one right now. 6? People have 6? Caleb has 2. Damn, maybe they are giving out 4,000 already. Sheesh. Save me, Angie guys. I gotta get a second one, chat. Yeah, that's true. Once you lose a match, you're straight into the next league. Drafting the deck takes a while, though. That's what I'm a little bit, like, surprised about, though. I'm gonna solitude this. The actual draft itself takes a minute. How's it work? Alright, get your notebook out, because it's complicated. Pretty much, they have feeder leagues, which are 6 tickets to join, 80 play points to join. Once you join a feeder league, you have to win 3 consecutive matches in a row. If you win less than 3 consecutive matches in a row, you have to restart. Once you restart, you win 3 consecutive matches in a row, you get a little event token. This event token allows you to join a 64-man cube, which is a single elimination cube, so you have to 6-0 that 64-man. Once you 6-0 that 64-man, then you join a Las Vegas qualifier event. If you win that Las Vegas qualifier event, which is 8 people with a single draft, and you 3-0 the Las Vegas qualifier event, you're invited to go to Las Vegas, where you cube in real life, and you get to keep the cards that you cube in real life. Does that make sense? So there's 64 of the 64-mans, which means they can give out 4,096 tokens, and there's 8 of the 8-man ones, which means they're giving out 8 Las Vegas qualifiers. Did you write that down, chat? Noted? Yeah, there's real power in the Vegas Cube. There's about $65,000 worth of cards in the Vegas Cube. Yeah, I have to rat this binding, but I'm already really far behind because, well, Spell Snare. Yeah, it's an IRL cube. I think that unlimited Black Lotus is like only, what, like 5 or... No, I don't even know. I'm not even going to guess the price of an unlimited Black Lotus. Probably like 10k, right? I guess it becomes a 7-man cube. I need so much energy for this. That's probably not even going to resolve. 1, 2, 6 energy. Well, if I somehow won the 64-man and then won the Vegas qualifier, I would I would just be money drafting everything. Not close. You would not catch me building a good deck in the slightest. Straight money drafting. Well, if you win the Vegas qualifier, then you get all the cards that weren't drafted in the cube, so... But I mean, the chances of winning all of these things are so minutely small that you're just going to catch me money drafting. Chaisa. I don't know. If Nada's not banned on Monday, then it looks like it's probably going to be legal for the RCQs. Which is like, why? Why? Why would you do this, Watsy? Why, Watsy? Do you hate me? Do you hate Modern? Do you wish to see the world burn, Watsy? Spare. So I'm gonna hold this other flage then. I floated 2-way for nothing. Yeah, Spellsnare's not looking great here. I was just trying to get my mana situation figured out, but I didn't have to float those extra 2 white. Not that it really matters, because I don't have much going on in my hand. Yeah, like I said, if they don't ban the bird, play the bird. I don't fault you for playing the bird, but at the same time, don't expect not to get bullied for it. That's why I bully all my Nadu opponents. Hey, nothing wrong with playing the deck if it's legal. But also, I'm gonna bully. I think they're just gonna ban Nadu for now, but I don't know. They could hit Ring too. Maybe. Grief, probably not. Grief and Legacy, 100%. Yeah, I saw that. Enlightened Master. That's sad, because I wanted to do a bunch more feeder thingies. Was it Maddie? They're gonna bring back this Flage. They're really far behind. I need to draw a ring if they bring back the Flage. Not bringing back the Flage. Lord. Inventor of Scam saying this. I didn't invent Scam. I simply popularized it. Okay, I also didn't think Scam was going to be 20-something% of the meta, and also I stopped playing Scam after a certain point. Because I got really tired of playing the Scam mirror. Why did this resolve? Just gonna kill it. Goodbye, Flage. These spell snares are just... I'm gonna die with these spell snares in my hand. But no, absolutely, if you're trying to win, play Nadu. There's no shame in winning. Unless you cheat. Which, of course, I will in paper. Peep the Apex stream this coming August. I'm gonna be cheating all over the place. I'm gonna be playing 2 lands. I'm gonna be making too many cat tokens with my Ocelot Prides. It's not a cat, it's a cheetah. Yeah, I'm gonna cheat with my Pokemon tokens. That's not a snake, that's a Hitmonlee. No, I actually bought legit tokens this time. After that headache. Dude, I am so dead. Bye, doobs. Have a good time with Mama Doobs. A wise man once said you can get away with cheating if you're funny. And I believe that. Firmly. Ah, crazy dingo playing 3 lands in 1 turn. Ah, look at him. Turn land fable. How did dingo play this turn 1 fable? Don't worry about it. I see the problem. We drew 2 copies of Spell Snare instead of 2 copies of the One Ring. Should I was thinking about buying a cheaty face and then just sneak it into play if I'm ever on stream. Should I do a chat? I think I'm gonna order a cheaty face off a TCG player. Get like 10 of them. Alright, I'm gonna concede. I could play for time here. Eh. Probably okay not to play for time. I don't think March is too bad. March is Flage. I kind of hated these spell snares though. Use cheaty face as the Fable token and you flip the Fable after combat. Nice. Thinking about these consigns as well. And I don't know if consign's good or not. Probably not. Let's try this. I really did dislike the spell snares though. This did not help. Hand's whack. We'll try it. I guess maybe consign's good against the ley line binding, so hadn't thought about that. Because I think consign's weak against the non-ley line binding build. Maybe it's better against the ley line binding build though. Lots of guides say to do it. Okay, if it goes to game 3, I'll bring it in. I'll try it. Guess I'm gonna go get the Triumph here. It might have Polarity. I also don't like that spell snare doesn't hit Polarity. Polarity could be very important in the mirror. Good old game of Drago. I usually play my personal account for the challenges. I ended up just playing this league match on my personal account because I already had all the cards for Jeskai on my main account. So I was already on there because I want to sign up for the challenge in about an hour and 50 minutes. But I really only have cards for like Jeskai and Boros on my main account currently. Everything else I play on my DB account. Just whatever I want to play in challenges, I have to buy the cards for. Soul Trader's not too bad. I don't know what a good build of Soul Trader looks like because there's like Rakdos and Golgari and Mono Black, and I've even seen like an Orzhov build, and I honestly have no idea what the best build of Soul Trader is. I think it's very susceptible to graveyard hate, of course, but it's also very, very good against the Jeskai deck, I think. All your threats are just mad recursive. Can be good against Boros too, because you can just Goldfish Boros. What we doing? I see. So Dursty, it's not actually bugged, it's technically bugged. And the reason it's technically bugged is because if you click Nightmare and then you click the card in the graveyard, it works. If you click Nightmare and then you click Cancel, it just breaks. It just says you cannot pay the costs. So just never click Cancel. If you click Cancel, you're in for sadness. It got me so good too. I was like, what happened? Yo, Nair, thank you for the 17 months. I like that I remember your username without actually like looking at the little translation thing that Twitch has. I think I'm gonna put this on top. Just don't hit cancel after you click on Nightmare. Once you click on it, you've committed. I had to learn that the very hard way. Because I was talking to Meat, I was like, is this bugged? And he was like, it works for me. And I was like, it works for you. And then I hopped in the little solo thing and I was like, oh, you just can't click cancel. Clicking cancel explodes everything. Oh yeah, Ugin's Lab, it's tough not to misclick on Ugin's Lab as well. I've done that. Where I'm like, okay, time to float 2 mana, and then I click return the card. I'm like, fuck. The way to get around the Ugin's Lab thing is you have to click the card first, and then you click the Ugin's Lab, and it doesn't even give you the prompt that asks you if you want to return the card. You just have to start paying for costs already. Follow me for more MTGO tips and tricks to not break your client. Yeah, you can also hold W. There's no perfect way of doing it, that's for sure. Is it flage time? Imagine I counted the solitude, right? Maybe I should have subtlety'd over solitude. Oh, solitude resolved. Neat. I guess my worry if I solituded this is if they had a subtlety and then I have to pitch my subtlety. I guess I don't have to. I would just be pretty far behind if I didn't. Yeah, I'm always happy to share my MTGO tips and tricks because MTGO is not a very intuitive client and I would like more people to play on this client. More people, better competition, I become a better player and I would like to be a better player. But there is definitely a barrier of entry into this client. Better player, better client. Up a magic. I just want goobers to farm, true. I need more actors to pay. Sometimes I'm the paid actor, so I can't even speak. Teferino, Teferino, counterspell, counterspell. What do they have in hand? They haven't done much of anything over there. I think I'm good on lands, even though that lets me cast an escape flash, which is maybe something I'm interested in doing, but I'm kind of just content beating down with the solitude for the time being. Attack. I could have let that Teferi resolve and just like Galv it, but then I'm kind of, well, even if they resolve a ring, I guess I have like 3 answers to bring in my hand anyways. I probably should just let that Teferi resolve on second thought. I don't know, I kind of have an answer to everything though. I'm gonna play the draw go game here until I need to cast this Flash and escape it with haste. I'm gonna kind of just force them to do something as I continue to attack with the Solitude. I don't know what they have in hand. I'm thinking it might be like a Wrath of the Skies. I boarded all mine out because I don't think it's very good in this matchup. It could be like a Spell Snare maybe. Yeah, we're doing a Dono deck for Jeskai. Let go. Let go of what? I'm not holding on to anything. My dreams and aspirations, I've already let go of them. Yeah, it's just a Dono deck, sorry. We're back on Boros though. Boros has been crazy for me. Over the last few challenges, we've been 5-2, 7-2, 5-2. Yeah, those are the last 3 challenges I played with Boros. X2 all day, baby. I'm gonna binding this binding. Mine's better because it's a guy on a train track. What do you think is the worst matchup for Boros? Mardu's not easy. E-Tron can be tough if they have a fast dust, or like a turn 2 ring into a fast dust. I really dislike that Emrakul, the 4 Emrakul matchup. I don't know what to call that deck. It's like the Malevolent Rumble, Eldrazi, Emrakul, the Promised End deck that Caleb plays, because that deck is very resilient to Blood Moon, whereas all the rest of the Eldrazi decks kind of die to Blood Moon. So whatever you want to call that deck, that one. That Caleb Tron. That went well. It's not Breach, because it's not playing Breach. It's just like Delirium Eldrazi. I don't like that matchup. Yeah, maybe sticking to Javier's list was not a great idea. Yeah, I wish there was like a cleaner way to decipher between all of the different Eldrazi lists. But Caleb's list is freaking schnutty. I've been having a very hard time beating that list with like pretty much anything. Yeah, Caleb D's list. It started off as like Bomat Courier's list, and then Caleb stole it from Bomat Courier. I initially played Bomat in a league, and then I got stomped by it, and I was like, wow, that list seems kind of sick. And then Caleb picked it up for the Content Creator Showdown and then crushed me with it. Albeit I was on Jeskai. And by crushed me with it, I mean he won with 5 seconds left. I think I fear Mardu and Mardu and E-Tron the most. The Jeskai matchup's not great for Boros either, but I think it's better for Boros. Well, I don't know. If you can Blood Moon him out of the game, it's pretty nice. The Jeskai matchup can be tricky though. I also messed up in the match versus Caleb. So it's kind of on me as well. Yeah, Celestial Purge is very good. The Jeskai matchup can definitely be tricky. That's why I really like the Sun Cleansers against the Jeskai matchup, though, because then if I shut off Wrath of the Skies, they need Supreme Verdict, and Supreme Verdict is impossible to cast through Blood Moon. I'm going to keep a land on top here. I'm just going to keep hitting my land drops. I don't know. I think Boros... Pai thinks that Boros is the best deck in the format. Once Nadu's gone, of course. The Nadu matchup's not too bad for Boros either. You can usually burn them out pretty fast, especially with Harsh Mentor. I think my favorite thing about the Boros deck has been the 4 Lightning Bolts, though. The extra reach has been insane. Henge. Little crunchy music as a treat. Mmm, so crunchy. I'll cast my free Teferi. I got this for free. I think that list from yesterday's challenge that I linked Mardu Energy build. Oh, is it the one from Ornithopter? Is that their name? Yeah, that list crushed me. They made so many cats. I want to try that list. I really like the Marionette Apprentice. There. Fair enough, opponent. I'm repping counterspell super hard. I should have left up white mana here for March. Not there's anything I'm gonna March for 1 or 3. Unless maybe they have a Soul Guide Lantern. A Lord of the Rings card, the One Ring. Must have counterspell backup also. I mean, yeah, I guess that's true. Probably would have used it on the previous war. This is interesting. I kind of want to fight over this. Or I could just get rid of their One Ring. They're repping Leyline Binding. So if I play a Ring of my own, they're probably going to Binding it. Just no bueno. I think I let this Teferi die and I just killed their Ring with March. Gonna cost me my Solitude though, unfortunately. That's probably fine, right? Good night, Lyra. Have a good one. I'll remember you. Yes, oh baby, don't have a second ring. My opponent with the ring, you're giving me too many things. You know, I should have gotten red source here. Hear me say. Fairly confident they have late line binding. Jeskai is a tough deck to play. It is definitely not easy. If I draw here, I'm going to end step. I have actions on end step. It's a ley line binding. Alright, I'll take my draw. I was probably going to draw anyways. Opponent. Red, red. I think I need red, red up here. There's a non-zero chance I activate. Nah, there's a 0 chance I activate Henge. It's not a Henge turn for me. They could have consign a memory. Nope. Maytune. I think they're digging for second red source here. Jeskai is a tough deck though. Like not to die to the subtlety. I have a red source, I'm in trouble. It's fine. I think they target me, yeah. No, they didn't target me. Would have targeted me, I think. I need a Flage. Monumental Henge can dig me toward Flage. So I'm not completely out of this game. It's gonna be a little tough though. I don't know if I really have a current preferred build of Jeskai. I was playing like Brain Surge and I'd probably stick Tev. I was playing Brain Surge and that one Energy Looter. Something Evidence. Crackling Evidence. I don't remember what the card's called. Solitude. Sure. Somebody in chat knows what it's called. The one that I played in the Content Creator Showdown, it felt pretty good. I just kept losing to Eldrazi. I don't think Eldrazi's an easy matchup, though. Yeah, Rush of Inspiration. Cackling Evidence. Close enough. It was okay. I didn't hate it. Didn't hate it, didn't love it. These Leyline bindings have been pretty good, though. This is a donation deck. I do hate Jeskai. Jeskai makes me so mad. You make me so mad, Jeskai. Yeah, I got one token from the feeder league. I'm gonna try to get a second one before it closes, whenever that may be. I don't think I played my land drop. You make me so mad, Jeskai. Why can't you just be a little bit better? Yeah, saw that bolt the bird. Hoping to get in a couple more at least before that closes. I'm probably gonna close tomorrow. Like I said, before the weekend's over. Why can't you be like your little brother Boros? Boros never led me astray. And time for Boros binding now. I should play Ring here, but I'm just like so far ahead that I don't think I need to. Win condition. Now you're gonna make me find another win condition. Look what you made me do, opponent. You made me activate Monumental Henge. And for that, I'll never forgive you. Also, my opponent has 53 seconds left. I floated the colorless. Discharge my own flage. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. My opponent's just not going to be able to win this game in 40 seconds. Which is good, because I have to use the restroom pretty badly right now. Casting Prismatic, ending on Magic Online. My ultimate win condition. They said before the weekend's over, so I imagine you'll have, like, until today. Until tomorrow morning, would be my guess. Not a long time. I would like to play at least one more. So, after league's over, chat, we're going to hop in the challenge, and then between rounds, we're going to cube. Oh, Drowner of Truth. Eldarzi. 1:40 a.m. here. Perfect time to cube. Nothing like some 1:40 a.m. Cuban. You might be right. Wait, you might be onto something. Would love a fourth land here. Unless Galvanic Discharge. This is like Galvanic Discharge's worst matchup. Drawing a second one was not great. One of my least favorite cards of all time. Ancient Purrings. The old days like you, Yogg, and me. Man. Yogg's a tough deck to play right now. So many Wrathless guys. If there were less Wrathless guys, I'd be more interested in playing Yogg. But I'm a Boros main now. Sometimes you get Wrath and win anyways, and that's kind of cool. Devour. Fleshraker. Okay, well, actually, Galvanic Discharge is good against the Fleshraker. I'm gonna Surveil, though. I don't really want a second ring, I just want a fourth land. I put back fourth land. Oh, boy. Keck L. I said Galvanic Discharge is bad in the matchup. And I drew 3 of them. It's pretty good. Hopefully I can do the same thing. Turn 3 ring is cheat. I've made a sandwich, chat. A galvanic discharge 1 ring sandwich. Bin a ring, draw discharge, draw ring. Why did I bin 4th land? I should have known I was never going to draw another land. Time to go next. If I miss on land drops again, I'm just going to go next. Small chance we can get out of this if we draw exactly 4th land off the top. They're Ancient Stirrings. No lands in the 27 land deck. I bottomed once. This is my fault. This is on me. I thought it might be a matchup where I need Galvanic Discharge, and turns out it wasn't. It's the curse. Top deck. Let's go next. I think I take out like probably 2 Galvanic Discharges here. Couple Damping Spheres, Charm Moss, Consigns. I guess Force Negation's not the worst. I could probably take out some Rats here. I'll leave like 1 in. I bring in March. Not terrible against Saga and Friends. Spell Snare can probably come out. Teferi can come out. I want this extra subtlety. Maybe. Go down a Flage. Nah, well, Binding good? Binding's probably pretty good, right? Got 2 tunes. Not sure tunes where I want to be here. I think I want to leave in some discharges if they're playing the Flesh Raker. Maybe just 1 discharge. This Flage also takes care of the Flesh Raker. Albeit it's a little bit more expensive of an answer. I do not like the Eldrazi matchup with this deck. It's usually what I lose to playing Jeskai. Eldrazi matchup's tough. Maybe Leyline Binding isn't that good. I want another Force Negation if they're playing Ring. Maybe I want another Force down to Leyline Binding. Because Devourer kind of just dumpsters Leyline Binding, and so is Dust. I don't know how many Dusts they're going to leave in, though. It's a tough hand. Especially if I have something like a Cavern of Souls. We'll try it. I have PTSD after bottoming a land and then breaking on my land drop, so keeping a 5-lander is something I'm going to do now. Lead on Thundering Falls here. We're getting 6. It's just a Thought Knots here. Uh-oh. Been my 1 copy of Gelv. Might be a mistake. If they go turn 2 Flesh Raker here. Rozzie's pretty cracked when they start on Gemstone Cavern every single game, too. They just have 3 mana on their turn 1. No 4th land, though. Karma, huh? I mean... Oh, it's... Right, 2 more. Right. I should have surveilled. I thought it was gonna cost 3 for some reason, because this makes 2 mana, so I was like, ah, yes. This will cost 3, because they have 3 lands. I'm an idiot. A little bit of a ding-dong. I just get planes here. I can filter the planes anyways. Yeah, let's get planes. They did not return their Emrakul, probably because they F6'd. Alright. Armad taking it down. You love to see it. Oh, wait, yeah, you're right. No, yeah, it's because the chart... Yeah, okay. I'm not an idiot. I just forgot that the Gemstone Caverns doesn't count toward it. Yeah. No. Yeah. Gemstone Caverns without a luck counter counts toward it. Gemstone Caverns with a luck counter does not. Because the Gemstone Caverns does not produce colorless. I botched it. It's fine. Won anyways. Botched it, I tell you. Botched it. And about an hour until the challenge, chat. Should probably sign up for that, huh? There's 9 people in it. 9 whole people. Make it 10. On reveals dev hour. Galvanic discharge. Kind of a little tempting to force negation this talisman. Through binding. I think I want to save this force negation for ring or something. If they go turn 2 thought knots here. Say Livy. Flesh Raker. A little inconvenient. Maybe I'm binding this Flesh Raker. I guess I can't binding it unless I top deck exactly like fetch land here. Which I did. Lucky, lucky. I can cycle this tune. And then force pitching the Lorian. Ancient Purrings. Gotta find these consigns or Charmos faster. Challenge starts in an hour and 7 minutes. You find off the Purrings, drawn opponent. I still think Malevolent Rumble's so much better. I'm a big Malevolent Rumble stan, especially if you're playing 13 mana Promised End. Just makes 13 mana Emrakul cheaper on top of that. The grab at Cozy's command. Reasonable. Tune, try to hit Charma, fail to find Charma. Question is, do I let him Cozy for 1? I don't think so. Yeah, it does take an extra card. It doesn't make a mana though. For next turn. Gonna hard cast Force Negation. I have another Force Negation in case they try to like stick a ring here. They play a Thought Knots here. It's a little bit of a problem. But I also like denying them the instant plus the Kindred in the graveyard. Karma. I'll take a consign. This is another Cozy command. We're going to Besage the Flesh Raker. I'm gonna lose my consign if I fetch, but that's probably fine. I don't think I can pass up a free survey land here. Yeah, I'm a big Rumble fan. I think Rumble's really good. Land here might just be turbo out this Flage. They're not doing much over there. We do an opponent. What we getting? Yeah, I feel like their hand is probably like 2 top end cards. Which is why I'm curious that they didn't play that Besage as a land drop just to try to get to the top end, but maybe they don't have top end cards at that point. They're taking a while to make decisions, that's for sure. You got this, opponent. Choose a colorless card. You got this. 1 colorless card. I believe. Basking Broski. What is this? Devoid Adapt. Okay. Stream is loading. Maybe. They passed? They didn't cast the broski? They not cast the broski. They have another Cozy's command, maybe? Either way, I'm gonna play the Damping Sphere out. I'm a little confused. They also didn't return the Devourer from underneath the Ugin's lab. Maybe they have another Beseiju. Strange stirrings. I feel like I'd be a lot further behind if these were Malevolent Rumbles instead. They're only okay at Magic. They're just an okay Magic player. +1 counters whenever you sack a creature. Interesting. Is that what they're digging for? Found a Saga. Plays a Saga. Let's grab Hollow Fountain. Actually gonna shock this into. White, white, red, red. Lage. Just in case I need a counterspell. Something. Creature dies, put a +++ counter on a equipped creature. Equipped creature is a vampire, put 2 +++. Okay, so yeah. Whenever they put a +1/+1 counter on it, they make a thingy. They sack it and they put a counter, and then they sack and they put a counter. I guess that kills with Flesh Raker. So whenever they make a spawn, it deals 1 damage to me. Sure. Maybe they're double queuing. They're also playing Vintage Cube Feeder League, maybe. They're taking a minute. They do have 5 mana, so I gotta probably try to dig to consign to memory pretty soon before this Devourer comes down. Is that combo legal in Pauper? Is this thing a common? Is Blade of the Blood Chief a common also? The rare. Oh, there's the Blade of the Blood Chief. Oh, you're just gonna hardcast Lorien at this point. They have Veil Summer. Wow. Alright, well, I can't cast the other thing right now. Thanks to Damping Sphere. So 1 ring. I'll cast the 1 ring. Cast with Counterspell. See what they do. I guess I'm gonna have to counterspell a little Broodlord. Broodling. The Pithing Needle, maybe? Haywire Might. Sure. What if they Haywire Might Ring, or if they're gonna Haywire Might Damping Sphere, and then try to devour me? I have a finite amount of green also, and I really wish they would play a little bit faster. I'm playing Control, and I'm up like 10 minutes. This should not be what's happening right now. These are the times where I wish that Magic Online had the arena rope system, because they are taking way too long. Please. So chat, how's your day? Anybody do anything exciting? Anybody go to any RCQs today? It is Saturday. Top 8 in RCQ and you scoop your buddy? Hell yeah, you're watching me? That's tough. Nothing exciting going on over here. Mowed the lawn, let's go. That's productive. Made day 2 on the arena open. Congrats. Barbecue Cube. Sounds like a good Saturday. Sunday morning here. Do anything cool on Sunday? Trying to snag a qualifier token or two. I would like to get another one. That'd be nice. Have like 2 shots at 64 mans. They're hitting the damping sphere. But did they do all this to leave themselves dead on board? Kick what? You made me wait 10 minutes to be Dob? Straight to Dobbins? Maybe they have Cozy's command? Must have Cozy's command, right? MTGO's down for you. Anyone else? It hasn't gone down for me yet. Looks like they do have Cozy's command. I'm gonna make some blockers. I'm gonna draw with ring, see if I can hit counterspell. Subtlety and Charma. Not quite. Guizmomo. Thank you for the prime. Sorry if I butchered that, but I appreciate it. You had to choose between Jeskai control and blue black Murktide for a 10k. Jeskai in a heartbeat. As a wise man once said, frick Murktide. It's the red black goblins today playing for the invite. And Pioneer. Damn. Yeah, Murktide feels super anemic to me, so I wouldn't be on Murktide. But I'm also a Murktide hater. Once a Murktide main, now a Murktide hater. Join the cool kids, play Nadu. Nah, dude. I'm good. Fake deck. God. Well, we have kept every match close and competitive, that's for sure. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. This looks not very good. I'm probably going to keep it, though. Put back the Wrath, because I'm no more near double white. Oh, they revealed Giganta, so maybe I should have kept the Wrath anyways. Alright. I'm down a card already. Man, it's tough. It'd be especially tough if I get Blood Moon. Don't Blood Moon me. Or play any other cards for the rest of the game, thanks. Gross. Probably did. I think I put back the Wrath, though. I was not casting Wrath this game, and they hit Wrath this guy's. Blood Moon. You got it. Take an extra Wrath. Urge. Subtlety. I think I can cut Force into Fairy. Soul Guide's probably not good enough. I'll take some Marches also. Not wanting this matchup. Everything seems pretty playable, honestly. Maybe Lorien. So I cut the Forces. I don't think Toon's that bad. Maybe straight up one Counterspell. I don't think Counterspell's weak. I just think everything else is too strong. Song is gas. I think it's crazy to play No More Lies over Counterspell because it can pitch both Solitude and Subtlety. No More Lies has the advantage of exiling Flage. However, I don't think No More Lies is good because the games go really late with this deck and it falls off after a certain point. And I think you just need hard Counterspell. So yeah, I wouldn't play No More Lies. The one upside of exiling Flage is nice though. Yeah, hard counter is always better than Mana Leak for control decks. Because all control decks are trying to do is just make it to the late game. When your opponent has a million mana, you have a million mana. This Triumph not being able to cast Wrath is also tough. Pitch my Wrath. It sucks. I hate Solitude. I wish you were Prismatic Ending. Having a Solitude of 1-drop is the worst feeling. To play a 2-drop and not another pair of 1-drops. This is why I get Meticulous Archive. However, I don't have Meticulous Archive and I really need to hit my 3rd land drop, so Thundering Falls it is. Surveil Bug. Will be correct me in a few days. Sounds a good seed. Johnny gotta go. Yo, Red Nolas, thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome back. I'm dead. All I wanted to do was hit my 3rd land drop. Yeah, no, not having a Meticulous Archive is a big mistake, in my opinion. Land, please. Scheisse. Hi. Time. Wake challenge time. Oh my god. Everybody doubt right now. Everybody doubt right freaking now. Because we're not winning this. I wonder, I think Mill might be my least favorite deck in Modern now, aside from Nadu. Playing against Mill is just misery. Lantern, I don't know if Lantern even exists. Play it like once a month. Okay, if I ever queue into you, I'll let you know. Olive Fountain. My only blue-white source. Not great. Next up on the agenda, dying. And how to deal with it. Because we died. Oh, unless. You know, actually, really elegant parlay there. I don't think they have any 2-drops, do they? Doing this again. It was a donor deck this time. Chachache? Sure. Like I'm binding. Like Pablo Escobar. Man only has a mustache though, not a beard. A little bit, yeah. Draws 3. Well, I don't even know if I want to binding both of these because then I could just like kill this Jace with Flage, but I guess I'm not going upstairs. Maybe I should just binding this Jace also. Try to go upstairs and win. Sanders and Sparrows. Yeah, that's another way of taking it instead of just going this into this. There's a couple ways of achieving a delirium. Not delirium domain. Let's take all the expensive stuff out of my graveyard. Like the One Ring. So that way they can't surgical it. Sure. Probably not the best time to cast Visions after I just dealt 5 out of my graveyard. That's a pretty good drop. How do you say Garrick? Well, if it was me at Hunter Burton, I said Jarek. Apparently like an idiot, so Garrick. I learned. I just want to go upstairs and try to kill them, that's why. I don't know if I'm gonna need this binding for something else. I'm just gonna assume I don't need this binding. I'm just gonna try to clock them as fast as possible. You can take me off of double red. I don't think they milled the mountain though, so I can go get a mountain here. They might take me off the Zagoth Triome. Can Wrath for 1. Kill this crab. Montanya. Yeah, having 2 Triumphs can be a bit clunky. Die. So I got a Wrath for 1, huh? Smut, thank you for the prime. They are tough to wait for. Only 8 more months though. And you get the sickest sub badge. What do you think they possibly have with 5 cards in their hand? They have to be able to kill me, right? You gotta embrace the bad mana and get lucky. We actually lost like our entire last match just because of the mana. And we missed land drops too, but we lost the entire last match because of the mana. We just had no double white for anything. Never gonna wrath that game. You're gonna mill me for 14. No. Alright, fine. Mill me for 14. See if I care. You'd rather play Surveillance over a Jeskai Triumph. That's why. That wasn't supposed to happen. Not supposed to win against Mill. Turns out Flage solos this matchup. Maybe I want Consign to Memory. So I can get rid of their Soul Guide Lanterns and stuff that are targeting Flage. Take 2 and go up to 64 cards. Get ride or die. Yeah, I don't like Jeskai Stifle. It's really, really difficult to find all the room for like the Null Drifter and the dress downs and then actually have like meaningful interaction. And then Null Drifters are bad sometimes if you don't have the dress down, or dress downs can be dead in some matchups. There's a lot of problems with it. Not my cup of tea, that's for sure. But it's very good against the energy matchup with all of those dress downs. Not if you're gonna counterspell this. Yeah, not only one also just doesn't do enough. So then you also have to proactively tap out so you can't hold up something like counterspell. Also, a 4/4 is just not what it used to be. 4/4 just dies to discharge. In a lightning bolt world, probably significantly better. In a world where the 1 mana removal spells deal 4 damage, it ain't it. Rip Questing Beast. Rip Quarterback. Got my Flage. But are you gonna stop the Flage opponent? Because, oh lord, the Flage is coming. How poorly did I tap? Oh, incredibly poorly. Right. Let's try that again. Alright, get rid of Ring, Lorien, Binding, March, Spell Snare. Hi, Crab. Your crab will die. Surgical Extraction seems really good in Mill right now. Like, if they Surgical Flage, I retroactively can't win this game. Ink in a stupor. I've been stooped. Play Teferi here so that way I don't get got by Graveyard Hate. Also shuts off the Shelldock Isle. And probably just bouncing this back to their hand anyways. I want to be able to play Flage and escape Flage all on the same turn. I think for now I'm just chilling. Grab. Yep. And they didn't crack fetch. Why didn't they crack fetch? Do I even have any more fetchables? I haven't played the Crab Souls game, no. Been meaning to, though. I gotta finish the Elden Ring DLC, and then I gotta play Sekiro. Cycles Fractured Sanity. I got a lot of Souls-like games to play already. Took all my lands. We lost in the Elden Ring DLC. I have so much to explore. I didn't think that the DLC was going to be as large as the main game, pretty much. I feel like it never ends. Not that that's a bad thing. By no means is that a bad thing. It is huge, though. Did we do it? Did we beat Mill as Control? Are they going to activate Shelldock Isle into this Teferi? Don't do it, opponent. Don't do it. You can't cast it. Don't do 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 it. No, you can't cast it. Teferi's out. 07s for the opponent. Hero list the Jeskai exclamation mark deck. No, this is just Jeskai Leyline Binding. Challenge is about to start in 18 minutes. I guess I gotta tell them in chat. Teferi won't let you cast it. Alright, they said, yeah, GG's. GG's. Alright, well, congrats, believers. I did not think we were gonna win that game, but hey, we take those, I guess. So we went 4-1. We lost to Boros, which was technically losing to ourselves because we had a 7-lander that we mulliganed into a 2-lander, never saw a 3rd land. Then game 2, we kept a 2-lander, never saw a 3rd land, and then we died. So I don't know. It'd be like that. Yo, Swift coming in with a mod. You know what that means.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.